Feel free to interrupt me anytime you ever need to. I'll have to be over here. Control the crowd. Alright, we got it. Okay. And go. My slideshow is on Armenian culture. Armenia is a fairly small country that actually sits below Russia, to the left of Turkey, to the upper right of Turkey, to the left of Greece.
What are you smoking?
It's right there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so right there. That's where it says.
Is that where it is?
Basically, it's considered a
That's Turkey.
strategical location because it's in the middle of everywhere. So, like Israel, it's kind of landlocked and it's a major contested area. The Armenian culture actually believes, a little history on Armenia, they actually believe that they are the direct descendants of Noah, because Noah's Ark landed on Mount Ararat. Of course, everybody knows this. So, basically, when it landed on Mount Ararat...
Ararat?
You want to come up here? Let's do it right now.
Who are you talking to?
Hey. Okay. Sorry, I was controlling the crowd. Okay, so, basically, they have a long history of skirmishes between Persia taking them over, Russia taking them over, and well, first let me actually give you some key facts here. Key facts, here it goes. Location in the southern Caucasus between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, bordered by Georgia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Turkey. Yerevan is the capital of Armenia, and that's actually what most of my slides are going to be. So bad. And it has the same latitude as Naples.
Naples, Italy.
That's what I said.
No, you said Nepal.
Currently, the population is believed to be 3 million. It was actually bigger than that. Well, roughly about the same size in 1915, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Currently, as you can see, most of it is Armenians with a little bit, 2% of Russians, because the Russians had control of it for a little while. And the rest is a little bit of Turks here and there, although, well, actually, I'm sorry, Kurds and Yazidis. Turks are frowned upon. Currently, it is leaning more towards democracy, little by little. The language is a mixture of Armenian, Indo-European language. Russian is also widely understood. In fact, most of the channels there are Russian because that was mostly what dominated them for the longest time. The alphabet, they have a unique Armenian alphabet, which actually has 39 letters. The religion is mostly going to be Armenian yes.
What are lets?
Thank you.
That's short for letters.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
That's actually what they call letters. They say lets.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, what we have here is failure to communicate.
You're Armenian Apostolic Church?
Yeah, Apostolic, thank you. Apostolic Church. Which, believe it or not, they actually have a couple of Armenian Apostolic Church here in this area. I've actually seen two since I lived up here in Idaho. It's amazing. Okay. The symbols of Armenia. One of the more popular symbols for religious purposes and other things is the stone cross. So they'll actually carve stone crosses on like freaking everything. It's awesome.
On stone?
Yes, in stone. Anything that's made out of stone. The main cities are Yerevan, which is capital, Vanzor, and Gayumri. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hold on. That got messed up. Okay. Alright. Now, back to the history. I was just saying previously, I'm sorry you can't read the graphics up there. I had them, they changed. Basically what happened was, in 1915, during World War I, the Ottoman Empire was at odds with the Persian Empire, or sorry, the Russian Empire, I think it was. Is that right, Dr. Lynch?
Yeah, they were at odds with everybody.
Yeah, so the Ottoman Empire basically had control of Armenia, and what happened was when they went at odds with World War I, they decided they didn't trust Armenians anymore because basically Russia had a large volunteer group of Armenian soldiers that were all volunteers. So basically they decided all right, we're going to have a state-sponsored genocide. Any volunteers? Any volunteers? So they basically went across Armenia and killed up to 1.5 million Armenians. Now, that's pretty much the estimated number, and everybody says the Holocaust was bad. Well, this was probably the next thing after that. So this was pretty bad. So even today, they're still trying to get recognized as a genocide. Because the problem, as the political situation goes, is currently the United States is friends with Turks because of political and strategical type of alliances and stuff like that. So, damn guys. So anyways, so actually Western historians and even some of European historians, because of political reasons, will actually claim, okay, well, it was disease and famine, and there was civil unrest that was going on there, you know, and stuff like that. However, all Armenians know, true Armenians know, that it was actually the Turks who came in and started killing off everybody with the Ottoman Empire. So they even now, on the 24th of April, every single year, they will actually recognize this as Armenian Genocide Day. And they'll walk around with these big white shirts and big black letters, and they'll just basically pick at their government, pick at everything they can. So they're trying to make their state their cause. And that's been since 30 years. Oh jeez. I'm sorry guys.
What are you doing, dude?
Sorry.
Wrong one.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. The temples are very old, yet they still use them. As far as religious concerns go, it's still apostolic.
Just keep going.
Just go.
It's still apostolic. They have to actually, there's candles in the basket at the door that for Westerners who tour there, which isn't very many. You know, there's a few here and there. They have to purchase a candle because part of their religious practices. I forgot exactly what it's for. But they actually, the main priest actually comes in full dress in the garb. Actually, he's wearing a crown, as you can see, right there.
Yeah, we can see when you point to your computer screen. There we go.
Okay. And also, another interesting cultural fact is that they have personal prayers, which are pieces of cloth which they tie on trees and bushes around the graveyard and around the church. They actually, this is called a personal prayer for, I guess, just anything, for family members, sick ones, loved ones, that kind of thing. As you can see, all these pieces of cloth on the tree right there. And here's some more cloth near the entrance of the Gregory Church. They will also sell doves. It's another interesting fact. They will sell doves for so-called sacrifice, but they aren't really sacrificing them because they more went to more humane, I guess, means of traditional religion practices. So they take the dove, and instead of sacrificing it, they'll let it go. The reason the sacrificing still exists today is because back when their religion was basically being dominated by the dominating empires, I forgot how far back it was, I think it's near Roman times, they found it easier to convert the Armenians to Christianity, which Armenia became the first Christian state religion, I think it was like 300 years after Christ, I think. I don't know. Somewhere around there, but they found it easier to convert to that religion by retaining some of the so-called pagan practices of sacrificing animals. So they actually do still have some instances of sacrificing sheep and stuff like that. This is a typical village in rural Armenia. This is not the city. Definitely not. So basically, this is probably only a couple miles from the city. They are very, very poor rurally. As far as the city is concerned, there's a bit of technology. They're a lot more behind than obviously Western states and everybody else. Okay, moving on. All right. They have water hour, which is for 1 hour, 1.5 hours in the morning, and 2.5 hours in the afternoon. Because the problem is their utilities are crap. They have huge leaking mains of water that leak so much, they can only turn the water on for so long because the table just drops. So they'll take baths, they'll fill the bathtub with water, and they'll use the water, they have to literally drink out of the bathtub. So